the national anthem and Rotary Grace. Rotary Ajagun. Can Rotary Ajagun hear me, please? Can you all hear me?
Yeah, how did you?
Okay. Is Rotary Ajagun there?
Yes, he is, I think.
Okay. Please, can Rotary Ajagun bail us out?
Okay, my president. Good evening, everyone. The Rotarian president,
Hello, can you hear me?
as president, fellow
Can you hear me?
Rotarians,
Yes, we can.
Can you hear
and
me?
friends of
Yes.
Rotary. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you, sir. You have the floor.
Okay, as you do what I'm trying to connect is just the network.
The national anthem and Rotary Grace, sir.
Okay, ma. The club president, representative of the district leadership, if any, fellow volunteers in selfless service to humanity, and by name Rotarian Ajagun, to take the Nigerian national anthem. I'll take the first stanza of the national anthem. Nigeria, we hate thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's all, I'm proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Thank you, my president.
The Rotary Grace. The Rotary Grace, sir. The Rotary Grace, sir.
What are you saying?
Hello?
We cannot hear you.
Yes, we cannot hear you, sir.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to. I've been singing in Rotary. I'm just trying to get to a better location, Joe. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Sorry. The Rotary Grace. Oh Lord, the giver of all good, we praise thee for our daily food. May Rotary friends and Rotary ways help us to serve thee all our days. Thank you, the president and fellow volunteers. I'm sorry if my network is just too bad. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for volunteering. Let's have a minute silent invocation to come into this meeting and to have a fruitful deliberation. A minute invocation while Rotarian Yetunde prepares to do the introduction and recognition. May the Lord hear our prayer. Rotarian Yetunde, kindly please lead us in doing the introduction and recognition of Rotarians, guests, attendees on the platform. You have the floor.
Okay. The Rotarian president, the high people in our midst, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends of Rotary, I, Rotarian Yetunde Adebola Karim Tungo, will be taking the attendance. As I have it here on the list, we have Rotarian Ajagumam. Good evening, sir. We're happy to have you at today's meeting, all the way from Nigeria. Next on the list, we have probably the person is a visitor, Ajekaye Ismail. Good evening, sir. We're happy to have you. Ajakaye
Yes, that's one of,
Ismail.
a guest speaker.
The person is a Rotarian or a visitor, right? Visiting.
A guest speaker.
A guest speaker.
That's
Okay.
one of our guest speakers.
Okay. Sorry, sir. Good evening, sir. We're happy to have you here. Next on the list, we have Rotarian Ben Law, all the way from Texas, US. Good evening, IPP. Welcome to today's meeting. We're happy to have you in our midst today. Next on the list, we have Dr. Rotarian Opemipo Geinbo, also from Texas. Vocation, medicine psychiatrist. Good evening, Rotarian Opemipo. Welcome to today's meeting. We're happy to have you with us. Next on the list, I think is Mrs. Patricia or Miss Patricia. I don't know whether it's a Rotarian or Rotaract. Good evening, ma'am. We're happy to have you in our midst. Next we have my president, Rotarian Ghanaian Tijani, all the way from Ibadan, Nigeria. Good evening, my president. Welcome to today's meeting also. Next on the list, we have Mr. Tunde Bangbade, I think also from Nigeria also. We're happy to have you. Good evening. Welcome to our fellowship today. And last but not the least,
he's one of our prospective member.
Okay, one of our, okay, I don't have him on the list. Okay. Last but not the least, we have Rotarian Yetunde Adebola Karim Tungo, all the way from Angola. Welcome to today's meeting. So I leave the mic, my president. Thank you. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
The one
Yeah.
that's not even
Okay.
audible, I've muted and I've been speaking. I didn't know that I've not unmuted.
Nobody is hearing you, man. So
Yes,
someone came in just now. We have Rotarian Olabisi Kumuyi, all the way from Turkey. Good evening, my sister. Welcome to today's fellowship. So now I leave the mic. Yeah, she came in now.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Yetunde, for that beautiful job. And thanks for taking up that responsibility. In order to go straight to the next item on the agenda is the Rotary 4-way test, which I want to call on the intending Rotarian Patricia for the Rotary 4-way test. Intending Rotarian Patricia. You are still
I'm
muted,
right here. No, I just unmuted myself. Just one.
Let me see if you not use it, finish. If you still have reserve. Yes, Patricia.
It's been a long time, my friend, that we started the 4-way test. So let me bail her out.
No, don't bail me out though. What are you bailing out?
Okay. You're on your own.
No bailing out, but thank God for the internet. It can always bail you out so that you don't. So honesty is part of the 4-way test. So thanks to the internet, I'm able to remember all of them. So my Rotarian president, all of that, outstanding on all of that protocols given since we started the meeting, all of that protocols are observed. I'm going to take the four-way test. Four-way test, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you, my president.
Thank you very much. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it be good and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you very much, Intended Rotarian Patricia, for the knowledge of other people on the platform. You know, Intended Rotarian Patricia was past Rotary, past president, past district officer while in our Rotary days. And that's what made me to call her, because I knew that definitely she will know it. It's not that maybe I just want, I just want to take her by surprise or things like that. It's just part of the fun of the fellowship. Yes, going straight to the business on ground. We have the adoption of the minute of the last fellowship. The minute has been sent to the cross platform, and which we've all read through. So I want us to move the motion for the adoption of the minute, or if we have any observation, any corrections, any addition, or any subtraction, we should say it and move the motion. I yield the mic, please. Motion for adoption of the minutes of the last fellowship. Somebody to move the motion for the minutes of the last fellowship. Or if you have any observation regarding it.
My president,
hear me?
Rotary Ajagun is raising his hand.
Okay. Oh, okay, Rotary Ajagun. You are recognized, sir.
The president, board of directors, our prospective member, guest speaker. I, Rotarian Ajagun, having gone through the minutes of the last fellowship of the club, I hereby move motion for the adoption of the minutes as earlier posted by the acting secretary of the then fellowship. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Seconder.
The Rotarian president, fellow Rotarians, I, Rotarian Yetunde Adebolakare Mutungo, support the motion and then moved by Rotarian Ajagun to adopt the minutes of the last meeting to be part of the official document of our club. Thank you, my president.
Thank you very much. Today, the minutes of the last fellowship of 19th January 2025 has officially become the document of the club. Thank you all. This month is Vocational Service Month. I want to officially welcome you all, and my own reserved apology for not being able to be at the last fellowship. I was also somewhere representing the club, and I even joined, even though I didn't preside. I joined also with the foundation for our zone, Rotary Ijeoma PL, and I didn't know, maybe you can all add what she was saying that time, because where we were was noisy. She was trying to tender her apology because she has promised to be part of our fellowship on several occasions. But due to the nature of her post, she's from one zone and things like that, African countries, foundation program here and there, those which has been featuring on our schedule. So she asked me to tender her unreserved apology, and she promised that she will still meet up with the promise she made to us to be part of our fellowship. any of these days. We were at the foundation, and as the program was going on, I was trying to communicate the club with some information that were being passed across, some quotes from some points from the conversations, lectures that we could all learn one or two things from. Basically, one of the take-home I had was the fact that we should not be intimidated by the sound of dollar rates. We should not be intimidated by the sound of dollar rates in our giving to the foundation. We were told that if what we need to do is to give in Naira, we should do that. If what we have is 10,000 Naira, we should donate it and announce that we are donating 10,000 Naira. We should not get intimidated by the fact that, okay, what's the value of 10,000 Naira in dollar? And that will now embed our giving mindset or giving willingness. That's most African countries now, they don't even announce their donation in dollar. They announce it in Naira. And that, unconsciously makes it easier to donate to the Rotary Foundation. That we should do our donation in Naira and allow them to do the conversion over there. Because by the time you look at the rate of the dollar to Naira, you get discouraged in giving to the foundation. And, we were told that. And also there were some questions here and there about situation whereby, because of the Nigerian economy, many Rotarians are even economically not balanced, and still they had to be put under the condition of giving to the foundation. And the trust, in that right trustee chair said that the essence of the foundation is to give from those that have. But we cannot enforce on the person that do not have to start giving anything. Give if you have, if you don't have, don't turn it to a must for yourself. And that's it's a willing act. It's not an imposed act. Thus, we should not say that if you don't have, you just must give it. And I could tell you that when he said that, there was a very great approach for him, because there have been so many situations at the district level where they are using the foundation as condition to have access to so many things. And this gave a kind of different view about the giving act. But in all, we are encouraged to give where we have. 10 Naira today, 20 Naira tomorrow, 10 kobo 3 days to come becomes our own. And before you know it, we've done a great mile in giving to the foundation. Let me call on Rotarian Ajagumam, who is the incoming president and also the vocational service director, to introduce what we are having today. We are in the last Rotary year, the vocational service program we did was the laptop drive. And we have in our midst today some of the beneficiaries of this project. And we want to learn from them how impactful this project has been. So let me leave this to Rotary again to introduce the program to us. I yield the mic, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ma. I believe I'm still audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The president, fellow volunteers in selfless service to humanity, and by name Rotary Jagumam. We will be having a discussion on the laptop drive project, impact on my vocation. To just give us a brief background of this discourse. Sometimes last year, exactly a year ago, the club embarked on a vocational project, which was TAC laptop drive. and it was then ably handled by the committee chairperson in person of Rotarian Temi Olukule. The project was all about the club sourcing for laptops and in the same vein to empower our youths so as to expand their vocation for them in one way or the other. The process went through a kind of rigorous process, and at the end of the day, we were able to have 3 beneficiaries, as in the top 3 beneficiaries came up after the screening, because there was a lot of things went through before the 3 were picked, and those 3 picked then were Ajakaye Ismail O. We have Ayomide Duridola and Rotaractor Fumi. And today we ought to have the 3 of them to help us discuss on this particular topic, as in laptop drive project impact on my vocation. Unfortunately, the vocational committee could not reach out to one of the beneficiary in person of Ayomide Durudola, and we are able to contact 2 of them. And quite unfortunately too, I'm having only Ajakaye Ismail as one of our discussants today, who is readily available to treat us with the topic. And before as I proceed, I would like to just give a brief about who Ajakaye Ismail Opoyemi is. Ajakaye Ismail Opoyemi is a dynamic final year law student at Lagos State University with a very strong background, track record, and legacy of transformative leadership and service. He has spearheaded over 20 impactful humanitarian projects, collaborated with over 20 organizations, and received more than 15 prestigious awards, recognizing his excellency across law, leadership, and humanitarian services. Beyond his accomplishments in leadership, Ismail Ajakaye has embraced graphic design as a skill, leveraging his creativity to amplify special and social impact campaigns, elevate project visibility, and drive engagement across various initiatives. His ability to match strategic thinking with creative execution amplifies his forward-thinking approach to leadership and innovation. Ajakaye is a devoted Muslim with a force of purpose, influence, and vision, inspiring meaningful changes at every step. That is a brief about our guest speaker today, who will be leading us with the topic. I hereby call on our guest speaker, Ajakaye Ismail Opoyemi, to please take over the mic and run us through the topic. Over to you, Ajakaye.
All right. Fellowship, am I audible, please?
Yes, you are.
All right. Thank you very much. The Rotarian president, the Rotarians in the house, the board of directors of the Rotary Club of One Nigeria, friends and guests of Polaris. My name is Ajakaye Ismail Opayemi, and I am one of the beneficiaries of the laptop donation drive that was, posted out last year, January, the same month last year. And I happened to be one of the selected beneficiaries at the end of the day. And in this regard, I'll be expressing my deepest gratitude to the entire Rotary Club of One Nigeria, and most especially Rotarian Temi Olukunle, if I'm correct, because she was one who screened and did some spearheading as at that time we did the application. And I most sincerely appreciate other Rotarians I was able to meet in the course of getting the laptop, talking to wonderful persons, giving us the inspiration to ignite our purpose amongst our peers in the society. So that is it. Thank you very much. So moving straight down into the topic, I was contacted to talk on the impact of the laptop donation drive. So I would like to start in such a way that reflects on the theme of the year, which we actually got the laptop, which was the OPM. And I can say for a fact that the theme significantly, as its names, hope, gives me a strength to amplify myself magically into the structure year. So what do I mean in essence? I'm just trying to say the fact that I had the hope of getting a laptop then. I got it and it transformed into a magic for the past few months that I've been using it. And the past few months have spanned across, the magic of Rotary Year. So that is just the idea basically. So, and I'll be giving my point just with the acronym MAGIC. So number one is mastery. The acronym MAGIC is denoting the impact of how the laptop donation drive I got from the Rotary Club of One Nigeria has transformed me over the past months that I've been given the laptop. So number one is mastery. Number two is A, accessibility. G stands for growth. I stands for innovation. C stands for connection. So those are the key acronyms. So for mastery, basically I want to talk about mastery in such a way that when I started off being a graphic designer, even as at the time I was, sending my application for this particular laptop donation drive, I tend to say that I use Canva and this is the extent at which I've used it, and not knowing that there are some hidden things that I have actually not touched. And I'm quite aware of those things, but I have no idea or have no tools to actually work on them unless I have a bigger screen, which is a laptop, because there are some features that are encrypted in some applications that you won't be able to view them unless you have a bigger screen, either a desktop or a laptop that has those distinctive features that aligns with the application you are running for in the system. So when I started with Canva, the extent to which I design my flyers, and I can tell you now that since I've been using my laptop for graphic design, my initiatives, my instinct in designing graphics rose up to a very higher stage, because I was not that particular person people used to see using Canva, even though I'm very good at it using my phone. Then when I started using it on my laptop, it became another duo of excellence, because I was able to really catch up and then focus on it, and also in a bit to master the graphic design skills. I stumbled upon myself that I need to work with other applications such as PowerPoint, Excel, Java, and a whole lot of applications like that. And over the past months that I've gotten the laptop, I was able to master the use of Adobe Photoshop to create illustrations, and now I work hand in hand with photographers that are students like me on campus, whereby there's going to be an occasion on campus, maybe a matriculation ceremony or something like that. So I have a friend who can take a picture very well. He has his own camera and I have my laptop and I know how to edit some pictures, then we're just going to come together. Okay, let's try this out and let us, do this. You take the picture. Am I still audible, please?
Very well.
All right. So thank you very much. So you take, as I was saying, that my other friend is going to take the picture. I'm going to edit. So we collaborated like that. And then when we started at first, we felt discouraged just because of the way we produce our work. The result of the work at the end of the day was not up to our expectation. It wasn't that it wasn't good enough, but it wasn't just to our expectation. But for the fact that we want that particular thing we set our minds towards, and then we want to compete high, right? Even though we are not expected to, just go into the limelight like that. But our aim is our aim. And just like every other organization, they have their aims and objective, regardless of wherever they are starting from. Which we started in a particular room in Chicago, Illinois. So, and there are certain goals and objectives of Rotary then, but it was not totally achievable until they started putting more consistency and effort to, influence other persons around them, and those persons around them took it up to, come up with the idea to also be part of the family, and then Rotary started evolving, and so it is for us as well, until we started getting to that point that yes, we are now getting satisfied that this thing we are doing now, we are actually making a proud of them, right? And I can probably send my drive later to Rotarian Ajagun to access these pictures I'm talking about, which we did for our first try, and we just sampled it on a phone. It was using iPhone XR, which camera was bright, and I have my own laptop that has been given to me by Rotary Club of One Nigeria, and then we came together to do something very good. And at the end of the day, we were able to, at least for a start, we charged the students, the matriculants, 500 naira each, and then they gave us the 500 naira. We edited their pictures for them, and at the end of the day, we had about 50,000 naira, and we shared the 25,000 naira. So that is where collaboration comes in, and that is how far it has actually took us. So progressively, I would like to move on to the next acronym, which is accessibility. So with a laptop, there are different opportunities at our fingertips, from online learnings and designing for global gigs, right? So there is something in the realm of you trying to grow your vocation, and the thing is that we are advised to shoot our shots, right? I have passion in this thing. I'm investing in this career, and I want to make the best out of it. The best thing for you is not to limit yourself, but to shoot your shots. I shoot my shot to an extent that I was just shooting for free tech skills, do screening. Some they will reject me, some I'll get in, and the likes, right? And even getting to apply for gigs that are not even in Nigeria, but in outside Nigeria, right? But due to the competitive nature of employment, every thing would not work as I actually wanted it, right? Because they have their certain set of way of bringing people in to work for them. So I had to check back that what am I missing wrong, and then I was like, I have a laptop and they are requesting for a particular feature to reflect in my CV. And what is that thing? They only need me to have what's it called? A Java application on my laptop. And then I didn't actually pay attention to that until I had to learn on my mistakes, and I just have to look at it. I have a laptop, and why shouldn't I have a Java application on my phone so I can get my my landing gigs and all that? So I did, and to the best I can, I shoot in another application, and the first gig I got was with an NGO company working as a volunteer. So in the course of me working as a volunteer, I was very, very consistent with them, even though there was no pay. But for a particular reason, someone decided to pick interest in me in the circle of that particular non-governmental organization. And when the person started utilizing my resources, that is the services I'm rendering for the non-governmental organization, I was like, this is a very good skill, and why can't you come into another one that would actually give you something that you can use to manage yourself as a student, right? And I was like, okay, let me see what's that. Then the person introduced me. I got a gig from there. So that is how much the laptop has helped me. If there was no laptop, I wouldn't have Java on it. Not to even talk of saying I want to apply for that particular gig. So that is it. So going down to the next acronym, which is GROWTH. So from what I've been saying so far, the reflection of growth is there totally. And I can say personally for myself that my intuition, my instinct, my level of eagerness to learn and getting through some stages, getting to know the do's and don'ts and a lot of things, broaden my wider perspective to see how things actually work, right? And this is me trying to get into the space and actually see that, okay, what's this first that? Then in the course of it, I was able to see something. I was like, wow, okay, so this is how it's done. So something like that comes into me, I work on it and don't let it stumble on me the next day, because once beaten, so I shy. I had to just, stab it up. I was like, this thing, I'm going to learn it, I'm going to know it, I'm going to invest mentally, emotionally in this category, and I'm going to beat it up. Then the growth started coming. I started noticing it, the consistency I have with the passion I have for graphic design and all that. So that is that for growth, because in other what's it called, acronyms, good will still be reflecting in those acronyms too. So another acronym I have is I in magic, letter I in magic, innovation. It stands for innovation. So now we are in the era of what's it called, artificial intelligence. And when we are where we are in the era of artificial intelligence, graphic designers tend to work under what's it called, pressure, and bringing a lot of things into it to aid them make sure that they serve their user very, very good. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to say in essence is that when there's an innovation, a graphic designer will be quite multitask, and there'll be a lot of pressure in it, because when there's a particular update in an innovation sect, like AI, for example, if I'm a graphic designer and I don't know what is AI, definitely I'm getting outdated in the space. And that means of not catching up with knowing or mastering AI, or having little knowledge about AI, or knowing how to use AI, artificial intelligence, so well, could hinder me from going forward in the graphic design thing, because that is what technology is about. You have to be following the trend, just like the way we started with Naira coins, down to Naira, down to cryptocurrency and all that. And if you are in the banking sector and you are not in terms with probably cryptocurrency updates and all that, or cyber security and all that, trust me, it seems like you'll be getting outdated, because that is what basically distinguishes us from what is currently in trend. So the innovation for me was me trying to be a ghostwriter and being a content writer. A ghostwriter is simply someone that writes a content on a particular area and sells it out without no particular credit. But for a content writer, you are going to get your own credits for writing it. So a ghostwriter typically when I get attached to say I want to write on some topics, I want to address some subject matter, regardless of the idea I have in that particular field or whatever I'm writing on, something still stumbles upon me in getting the job done. So what will actually make me get the job done is the artificial intelligence that I use to aid myself at times, right? And in fact, I must confess that my profile that was read by Rodion Ajagun, I sent it just in the course of me trying to deliver to him as early as possible, because I have a particular profile and it is quite lengthy because I actually sit to write that myself. But I was like, I cannot send this. Yeah, particularly Rotarians, they don't like being bored, and this is an online space. Let us just keep it simple. And that was what I did. I went to AI and put it in, and it brought out something for me. And when it brought it out, I was not okay. Then I had to edit some parts, and I just have to send it to Rete Ajagun. In that sense, I can portray that if I serve now as a ghostwriter and I'm a content writer, I'm trying to write a content with my head, just using my own copyright, using my own intellectual copyright, that is using my head to put things down, and working as a ghostwriter at the same time, trying to pen things down for persons to, get their credit. I would want to give them something very distinctive, something that will not be traceable. Then I'll just go to AI. AI will distinguish some things for me, give me more more ideas about that particular thing in addition to what I want to write on. Then I'm going to request for a sample. Then once I get the sample, we're just going to do some fitting and adjusting. Then everything will be balanced. And at the end of the day, the innovation sect in that area is that what you need to know about it is that the AI check must not be up to 70%. So I edit it in such a way that once the AI can detect that, okay, this is 30% AI generated, then I'm cool to go. I won't bother about the 70% because it is deemed to be seen as a free it is deemed to be seen as an original content. So that is how much AI has, helped me. And within a space of, let's say, maybe 1 to 2 hours, I can work in that regard. But for content writing, I can write, I'll give it to someone, please help me cross-check it, and then I'll get it back, do punctuation check and all that, just myself alone, right? So that is a bridge of how innovation tends to work in my own vocation and what I basically deal in. And so another one is connection. So connection, basically, the laptop, actually, there is another significance in it. When you have a laptop, you have a wider audience, but what is going to give you that audience is from your phone, your basic mobility. Your phone can follow you everywhere, while your laptop cannot follow you everywhere. Your laptop can actually follow you, but is it easy for you to take it around? Is it easy for you to mobilize it around? Right? But phone is a do or die thing. You either do with it or don't do with it. So if you have your phone, you can take it anywhere. Then in getting to have your phone, connect with people, introduce to them, this is what I have as a skill, go for events and all that. Then those things you're actually saying you have, that this is what I can do, this is what I can do, this is what I can do. Some of them are not on your phone, but what is bringing it is your phone. And then your phone is basically it is basically transcending you to the fact that you will use your laptop to feed people. Do you understand? So it's just like me getting a funneling, like getting people into me, knowing my skill. Those skills I want to render is not my phone, but my laptop is going to render that particular job done. That means me working on that laptop and then getting it done for the user at the end of the day. So imagine without no laptop, I doubt if there are some lengths at which I will go in, my connection spirits, because before I started using laptop, I don't connect with people like that just because I was like, I can't give what I don't have. Should I tell them I'm doing this? Well, I'm not. So when I invested in myself, I tried to push up and then meet out to people. This is what I do now. Why can't you check it out, even if it is a free trial, right? So that is how the journey has been for me. And that is the conclusion of me trying to see that the laptop was a craving of hope that transcends into magic for me. Thank you very much.
Wow. Yes, Rotary Ajagun. That's a very beautiful one. Ajakaye
Yeah,
Ismail.
thank you.
Wow.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
you have the floor, sir.
Yeah.
You have
Thank
the
you, our guest
floor.
speaker. Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, thank you, the guest. Hope I'm audible.
You are, sir.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
you are. Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you, our guest speaker. Actually, I never knew something we took for a play then could turn out to be something massive. A low students becoming something like an ICT expert. Actually, that's commendable. Thank you for the lecture, and I believe we learned one or two things from that experience, and I really believe it will still help you more economically and in reshaping your computer skills and the likes. I already know from my Rotarians present and others, I already know whether we have any contribution to this, either in question form or whatever. Please, do we have any
Good
question or
presentation.
contribution?
Well done. Very good use of a laptop.
Thank you, Cramper.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. Please, do we have any question for our guest speaker, Ajakaye Ismail? Oh,
Yes, Rotary Ajagun Timothy is raising his hand.
okay. Rotary Ashogo Timothy. The mic is yours.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. The club president,
Yes,
fellow board of director, friends and guests of Polari family. And for our source, I'm Rotary Ajagun Timothy Ayodele. In fact, I really appreciate the guest lecturer for today. It was a very wonderful one, especially when I can hear some of the things that which he has used the laptop that was just donated to him last year. For he has achieved a lot with that laptop. From what I can discover from what he has just listed down, he has been on to all these editing and all that things like that. But I would like to encourage him because he's already on the step towards full-time as an IT professional. So if he can just divert into the website and then the e-commerce, that's majorly website. Thank God you can work on JavaScript. For you to even be on the side of the JavaScript, you're already on the line towards website building and all that. So I would just encourage him to a bit divert into the website development, so that at least that will have to part of a skill, then experience. Then look at the side of e-marketing. If you can divert to that area too, is another area which I think is being done remotely, and that area too can fetch you what you needed to get through your schooling period. Thank you, man. Thank you. I use my mic.
Thank you, sir,
Thank you
for
very much, sir.
the
That is
advice.
ID noted.
Okay. Please,
Please,
any other
can
contributions?
Ajakaye Ismail drop his contact number on the chat box so that maybe we have materials here that might have the need to contact him and encourage him also by patronizing him, you know, and also giving him connectivity also.
Good ideas, ma.
So, do you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
All
ma. I
right,
just did.
he did.
that's good. So, in addition, I want to add, because I can see that you've gained from the club and you are utilizing what you gained from the club. And you know, Rotary is a service organization and things like that. And what do you see? Do you have the dream or do you have the plan of also retraining other people also that they could also benefit from you the way you've benefited from Rotary Club of One Nigeria? Do you have that dream?
All right, ma. Thank you for your question. And I actually omitted this part when I was in the first presentation. So I wanted to add that I've actually done a vocational service project for Veterans Club of Lagos State University, which is my own Veterans Club where I'm currently the IPP. So I took them through the basics of Canva application for them to use in designing their club flyers, because I actually made it exclusive to their BUDs for club flyers and every other things they want to do regarding, you know, serving their self in the club. So for your question, I actually have another proposed plan to host a Canva masterclass for persons that have been telling me that they are interested in learning Canva, because it's an easy tool for everybody, regardless of maybe they're using laptop or they're using a phone. So everybody wants to learn. So, and I'm actually proposed that I'll be holding another session very, very soon. And once the time comes up, I'm going to keep you informed and look forward to see how we can come to work together in that space as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, Richard again.
Please,
Yes,
any other contribution before we proceed? If you don't have, my immediate past president, Richard Benlo, are you still there? Benlo, IPP.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, your word of advice, because it was your year's project. So a word of advice to our beneficiary, and also you help us give the vote of thanks. Thank you, sir.
Well, I want to the president, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends and Rotary. I want to say congratulations to our brother. And at the same time, I want to encourage him. The sky is not the limit, but just a stepping stone to greater heights. Wherever you are today, wherever you find yourself today, does not determine where you be tomorrow. So, but what it is just stepping stone to whatever level you're going to attain in life. So keep doing good, keep doing the right thing the way you have been doing it, keep being ambassador of the Rotary. Keep up. You know, there are some people that they are beneficiaries, but for them to come back and say thank you or give an accurate report, most times becomes difficult for them. But I really appreciate your courage and appreciate your words. And it inspires me And I believe it inspires a lot of Rotarians here to do more so that we can help people to achieve their dreams. I want to thank you so much for coming around tonight. We appreciate you. And we're looking forward to working with you in future. You know, like you do more graphics. Thank you that you shared your contacts. We'll keep in touch with you. We'll see how we can work together and make everything good for ourselves. We are proud of you. I must say this. Personally, I am proud that I'm part of that project. Part of those that empowered you to achieve a stepping stone for life in your dream. Thank you so much, brother. May the Almighty be with you. Once again, I'll say thank you to all our friends who are here today. We shouldn't stop doing good. Let's continue doing good. Let's continue encouraging our younger folks, our friends, our brothers and sisters. The widows around us is very, very important. We have to give your life to them. Give them a second chance. Give them that they belong to the city. They belong to the community, that they are not outcast. So I'll say thank you so much once again, my brother, for coming around. And for the rest of them that are still out there, I'll say thank you so much as well. I'm Rotarian Ben. Bingaf is my name. I yield the mic. Thank you.
Thank you, my immediate past president. The president, fellow volunteers, I'd like to hand over the mic back to the president. Thank you for the opportunity. And also on behalf of the laptop drive beneficiaries, we appreciate the club, and subsequently, we believe the club will still engage in such projects in the nearest future. Thank you, my president. Over to you, man.
Thank you very much, Rotary Ajagon, for the beautiful moderation. And thank you very much to the guest speaker for the beautiful presentation and the inspiring presentation, not just beautiful, it's inspiring and motivating. Thank you very much. Let me call on Rotarian Shugo Timothy to give us the update on the newsletter.
She's standing on the existing protocol. Rotarian Shugo Timothy Ayodele is my name. Currently now, as from our platform towards the production of e-bulletin for the club for this for the past half of the year. That's the last half year. So we are still gathering the manuscript. The manuscripts have been extended according to what some of us that can read the minute of the last meeting, or some of us that attend the meeting, we know that at least we promise to extend the submission of the manuscript by a week, which has expired today. Then the advertisement and other things, all these things have been collected. Then we are still working on the cover page. By God's grace, I believe the work will still be on it throughout this week, because all hands is still on desk to make sure that all is well with the production of that e-bulletin. So the work is still in progress, and I believe probably before the weeks runs out, we should be able to come with something tangible. And at the same time too, manuscripts supposed not to end. If you actually want to extend the submission of manuscript for maybe till Wednesday, Wednesday, if you know you still have what to submit, articles based on education, health, economic, and other things like that, you can still submit. We still welcome it. But by Wednesday, I think everything should be closed, so that we can be able to close all what we are trying to put together. Then the typing and all this, it's not easy. So thank you, my president. I yield my mic.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Shugo Timothy. Thanks for the beautiful work you are doing on having the plus bulletin. I know it's not a child's play, and I pray that God will strengthen you and your committee to bring a beautiful success out of the labor. Do we have any correspondence from the Secretariat? Correspondence from the Secretariat?
No correspondence
Yes,
this week.
all right, sir. Let me call on Rotary Unique Shimibola to lead us in the update of poultry. Rotary Unique, are you there, ma? Rotary Unique? Is Rotary Unique there? Okay, let me call on Rotary Kwemipo. Is Rotary Kwemipo available there to lead us in the update of poultry?
My president, I'm here, man. Give me a minute.
Okay, thank you. All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah, fellow Rotarians, BOD members in our midst, the IPP, the presidents, also standing on existing protocol. I want to take the object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster, one, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity to serve, high ethical standard in business and profession, and the recognition of worthiness of all useful occupation, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve the society. And three, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Last but not the least, number four, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business professional persons united in the ideal of service. Fellow Rotarians, I yield the mic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's the object of Rotary, and which is also to the area that as Rotarians we look into and see how it will influence our daily way of doing things. Well, we have AOB now. If you have anything you want to talk about, any information you want to give, any other discourse apart from what you've done so far, you can indicate your interest to see or to talk. AOB. AOB. While waiting for that, I want the IPP to lead us in the essay just within 5 minutes, essay, and we go to the next agenda.
Sorry, President, can you please ask somebody else to lead the essay?
Hello, what is this now?
I'm a bit tight now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, sir.
We have one here.
Yes, the IPP, you are talking. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. What did IPP say?
So also in the room, we also have so we have extra.
Hello.
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 Okay.
Hello.
All right.
Hello?
Now
Hello.
welcome back. Yes.
Thank you. I guess it seems the network threw me out.
It's like not only you.
Yes, I was calling the IPP to lead the essay, but since it's not, please, can you just do that, Rotary? I should go to notice so that I can just be through with the meeting.
My presidents, fellow Rotarians, press and guests of Polari family, I can see that majority of people has already logged out. And currently now we have just about 10 people, which so I would have loved if we can skip that step for today, so that we because the number of people that are here is just 9.
The few that are here will also do something, at least. Little is better than none. No matter how small it is.
Okay, let's just do something. Okay, anyway, acting as a SA for today. Please, anyone, if anyone have anything to drop, so that at least you will not just come to the club without donating to the charity. Charity is always ready for us because he's sick. So, no amount is too small. I would just like somebody to volunteer from my side, 5,000. Any other one? Any other person?
Yes, I'm supporting. I'm following your suit.
Okay. Any other person?
Relation to the essay.
SA performance is here on. Please, I'm waiting for your contribution, please. We just have 10,000 here.
30,000.
10,000 right.
30,000.
Okay, thank Rotary and Blair.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah, any other person, please. I'm still waiting. We're having 13,000 here. Any other person, please. 5 minutes more. 5 minutes more. Don't just end up like this. Don't let us end up just on.
Okay, I'll be 2 minutes more. This time. 3 minutes.
All right. Somebody to level it up. Let's level it up. Let's level it up. Let's level it up to 20,000 Anybody here? Anybody?
How much are we at?
Going.
The noise here is crazy.
I can't hear you.
I think you
Please, we
said
can't hear you.
How much are we at right now? Where I am is very noisy.
Okay, we
Yeah,
are having 13K here.
Okay, I make it up to 20.
20. Okay, that's thank you. Patrician. Okay. Thank you very much, my president. I think for maybe during the SA perform, maybe during the stewardship, I will give the report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Shugo Timothy. Thanks for that. And I want to say thank you to everybody that donated. Grandpa Blair.
yes.
How are you? Yeah,
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, let me say my happy new year. I just meeting. Yeah. Hope you are good, sir. Yes, let me call on Rotarian Alimat Giwa to give the toast, to anchor the toast.
Who's doing the toast?
Rotarian Alimat Giwa.
Okay.
It seems she's not on the. Since she's not on. Rotarian Jagun, please, let's have the toast. Rotarian Jagun. Rotarian Jagun. Sure. It's Rotarian. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
It's Rotarian
I hear you,
Jagun.
my friend.
You're audible.
Yes, thank you. Is Rotarian Jagun there? Rotarian Jagun, are you there? Rotarian should go. Everything is coming to
I'm
your
here,
okay.
my president.
All right. So the club presidents, fellow Rotarian, friends and guests, still remain Rotarian Shugo Timothy Adele. Let me quickly lead and give on the toast. Let me start with the visiting Rotarians, Abby. Okay, visiting Rotaractors in our mix for today. Most especially Rotarian Ajakade that have been the beneficiary from our club, a very wonderful one. In fact, you really amaze us with what you have achieved with little things we are able to write that to you. And some of your Rotaractor that comes around, we really appreciate you. Please, after I say 1, 2, let's say long live Rotaractors. 1, 2.
Run.
Please,
Long
let's
live
open our mic.
Rotaractors.
Long live Rotaractors.
Long live Rotaractors.
You Rotarians means, irrespective of wherever you come from, and most especially our grandpa Rotarian Blair. We really appreciate you always coming around. Thank you very much, sir. Let's say long live visiting Rotarians after District 126. District 126.
Long live
our visiting
Rotarians.
Thank you. Then to our club, the Rotary A Club of One Nigeria, the club that has
appreciate our attending Rotarians too.
Okay, attending Rotarians. Okay. Yeah. It is true, and which I believe due to the intended Rotarians, which I believe as soon as possible, you'll be here standing, giving toast, giving forwarders, object of Rotary, and some other things which we do in Rotary. For example, the fact that you are coming from Rotary, you have a Rotary background. Here is another place where leadership, where the leaders has been built, especially in our club. You are welcome once again, to our midst. After saying E-Club of One Nigeria, let's say you are welcome. E-Club of One Nigeria.
You are highly welcome to our midst.
Nigeria.
Yeah, you are welcome to our midst. Then to our club, Rotary Club of One Nigeria. The club with timber and caliber of people. The club that has built a lot of leaders that are serving at the district, that are still serving at the district, and very soon, which we believe we will soon be having the district governor coming from our club. So this is a club that has built us. This is a club that has made us to know majority of people. We are all over the world, not only in Nigeria. We're having a lot of members based on across the world. Let's say long live Rotary Club of One Nigeria.
Long live Rotary Club of One Nigeria.
And to the district 9126, which is being headed by Rotarian Kayode Olowolagba, which I served with when I was a Rotaract. So the district, the young district, the district that is young but is mighty, the district that comprises of many clubs that are still expanding more and more and more on daily basis. So the district that I am, the district of yours, the district of many of us, and the district which the Rotary International actually reckoned with. So let's say long live Rotary District 9126.
Long live Rotary District 9126.
Rotary International, Rotary Worldwide, the umbrella that makes all the club all over the world. In fact, the global, the most popular, the most excellent club all over the world. Let's say Rotary Worldwide.
Long live
Rotary. Long live Rotary Worldwide.
Thank you, my president.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Shugo Timothy, for taking up all the responsibility. While you quickly give the stewardship report, and we go ahead to adjourn and close for the day.
Yeah, the stewardship for today, still standing on existing protocol. The stewardship for today, the attendance, we have 15 Rotarians, and then the SA performance, we have 20,000. Thank you.
Not the Rotaractors, we have 2 Rotaractors.
And we have, easy to take, we have 3 Rotaractors.
Rotaractors.
Adukari was on ground. Rotaractor.
Yes.
We have 3
Rotaractors,
and then
3 Rotaractors.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Fellow Rotarians, visiting Rotarians, intended Rotarians, Rotaractor. Rotary Adefemi Adewumi, you are highly recognized, sir. You sneaked in and stay at that corner. Avi, I catch you. You do no work. And Grandpa Blair, I want to give special appreciation to you, sir, for the resilience, for the consistency.
Thank you so very much. I'm so glad to be here.
More do appreciated, sir. At
And
exactly
did
10
you get it right? I gave 30,000.
Okay, sir. 30,000. Okay, sir.
30,000.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So at
Okay.
exactly 10 o'clock Nigeria time, I, Rotarian Ganiya Tijani, President Rotary Club of One Nigeria, hereby bring today's meeting to an end and adjourn it to next week, Sunday, same time, same place. That is 2nd February. Meet you in the new month, the month that is never 30 days. That Juju na constant case, that month will never reach 30 days. So meet you by February 2nd, 2025. Same place on Zoom platform, 8:30 p.m. Nigeria time. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I yield the mic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I wish you all a very wonderful week.
Yes, same here.
We are excited.
You all have a good
Thank you.
week.
Thank you, Integrator Patricia. Yeah, welcome.
Good
You're
night.
appreciated. Good night.
Right.
Yeah.
Good night, all.
Ah, so no, don't come back. Good night, Odabo.
What happened?